Continuing with our special coverage of delays in possession of flats, today we bring you the story of home buyers at Gardenia Group's Gardenia Glory. The project is delayed by over 2 years and 1,600 families who had booked flats here are looking for answers. Oinita Moja has this report.
Justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice!
Angry home buyers raising their voice, hoping to get heard. These home buyers should have been on the other side of this closed gate, happily settled and lighting up their new homes this festive season. Instead, they are lighting candles on the street protesting the delay of delivery of their flats.
We took some money from my father-in-law, we took some money from bank. They live in Punjab, I live in Delhi. So they are asking me that where have their money has gone. Because it's me who is answerable to everybody. Plus we are giving 23,500 rent per month. Even owner asked us to vacate the house because we asked him that we want the house for 1 year only. But now after 1 year, there was no sign of possession.
Launched in 2009, the 1,600 flats in Gardenia Glory was to be delivered by October 2012, a deadline that is yet to be met. And for buyers like Ajay Kumar, who are the sole earning members of their family on a government salary, the delay of 2 years is traumatic.
मकान मैंने 2009 में लिया था और 2012 अक्टूबर में इन्होंने देने के कहा था, लेकिन 2012 से दो साल हो गए, इन्होंने न पेनल्टी का पैसा दिया है, न इन्होंने मकान बनाया। कैसी स्थिति में अभी तक 2 साल नहीं बने, इन्होंने पैसे अभी तक नोएडा अथॉरिटी को भी नहीं दिया पैसा। और ऐसे में कितने साल में मकान बनेगा? मेरे साथ प्रॉब्लम ये है कि मैं मकान का किराया कहाँ से दूँ? 40,000 रुपया मैं कहाँ से दूँगा HDFC बैंक और मेरे।
What has made home buyers really worried is the fact that the developer is yet to pay even the land cost to the Noida authority, despite the fact that the home buyers have paid 90% of the money. This came to light after the home buyers filed an RTI with the Noida authorities. When contacted, Gardenia Group sent this email response, and I quote, "Any company does not want to delay the project purposely. There are a couple of reasons for this delay, as we all are aware that our project started 6 months late due to a problem created by a school, and our buyers did not pay the money as committed. Secondly, there were farmers' protests all over Noida and Greater Noida. And lastly, the NGT issue. We can give possession as and when Noida authority starts giving completion certificates. And the balance 25 to 30% yet to be collected from the customers will be paid to Noida authority towards balance. Some of the towers are complete like A1 and B1, but we have not yet received the payments. We request our customers to pay the money as soon as possible so that we can finish our project at the earliest," unquote. Gardenia Group has launched 10 projects in Noida and Ghaziabad and has completed 3 projects. The remaining 7 projects are delayed by 7 to 39 months on an average.
This is what these home buyers do every Sunday, every weekend, or maybe every holiday of theirs, hoping that they will get possession of their much delayed flat very soon. But that day seems still very far away. In Noida, Oinita Moja, NDTV.
All right, what's the way out for these 1,600 families stuck with the Gardenia Glory project? Let's get some answers from Siddharth Yadav, Advocate Supreme Court. We also have 2 of the project buyers, Pankaj Rai and Ashok Kaul, both buyers of Gardenia Glory. Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in. I think the first, I would like some answers because, you know, when our reporter went there, just as the company had said that A1 and B1 towers are ready, those towers do look at least standing in front of us, and it seems to be that there is construction work happening. So what is the biggest grouse, Ashok Kaul? Because I do understand that the project was supposed to be given to you when? 2012, is it? You were supposed to get your flat in 2012.
Yeah, the towers were supposed to have been handed over to the buyers by March 2012. Okay. And as the builder has said, that A1 and B1 towers are ready. Of course, if you watch them outside visibly, they look ready, but you go beyond certain floors, maybe about 10 or 12 odd floors, on the above top floors, they are not as ready. And the builder is asking us to pay the 10% balance even before getting these flats, I mean no objection certificate from the Noida authority and the completion certificate from the authorities.
All right. Okay. So we get that. So let's start with what the company has said, and then I would like a reaction from our guest. Our project started 6 months late due to a problem created by a school in the vicinity. All right. That is one. We didn't have a way to verify that. Our buyers did not pay the money as committed. Now we get to know that 90% of the money has been paid. 90% has been paid. Pankaj Rai, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. This is absolutely correct, because see, whenever they like sell construction link plan, the plan
So
in itself,
you paid up 90%.
Yes.
We get the construction link plan. We've discussed it. So 90% has been paid. So this thing doesn't hold from the company.
There are certain buyers, I may be excused, there are a lot of buyers who have paid upfront money in the beginning itself.
Okay, that also of course is understood, but most buyers have paid 90% and some have paid upfront. There were farmer protests all over Noida and Greater Noida. How did this project get affected by this? Because it's not in that area of farmer protests.
No, because the farmers of Noida or Noida extension, that doesn't affect this side of the area at all.
Siddharth
It doesn't.
Yadav, Sector 47, where were the farmer protests?
None whatsoever there.
All
that
right.
side. So these are all false pretenses being raised by the builder at this stage.
Okay, NGT issue also has resulted in delays. Well, we can understand that, because for this project does come under that initial guideline of 10 kilometers. We can give possession as and when Noida authority starts giving completion certificate. Now, the biggest question is, how will they get the completion certificate, Siddharth Yadav? The company is yet to pay the land cost. That's what they have found out, isn't it, Pankaj Rai? They still have to pay the land cost?
yes, ma'am. Actually, we have filed a RTI with the Noida authority and came to know that the builder has been defaulting with the payment what he have made to the authority. He has only paid the penalty part and not the principal part of the payment towards the land.
Good Lord. Okay, Siddharth Yadav, come in here, step in here and tell me what's going to happen, because he's saying we have not paid Noida authority because we've not received payment from the customers. Excuse me, 90% of the money has been paid and the company claims that they don't have money to pay for the land cost. What's going on?
This is nothing but a case of fraud. This is being happening repeatedly, and we see so many. We've been on this show. You run so many of these programs. Builders are repeatedly doing this and getting away. That's where the problem lies. I think somewhere we have to catch them and nail them and go a little beyond it. Just because they know civil proceedings, consumer court, suit, nothing will happen. I think time has come for this country now to take a step forward and take some penal action against the builders. I'm not against the builders who are doing a good job. Very well. If you take money, hand over my flat to me, very good. But those who are doing such activity like this gentleman and this project with Gardenia, they need to be taken to task. And there could be several ways we could do this. We could initiate a criminal proceedings. Also, the second problem happens is when the builder not only takes the money, which is close to 90%, misuses the money and diverts it for other projects. That's where the problem arises. He is left with short of funds to complete this project, diverts the money which has come into his books into purchasing extra land, which then means that he will lure more buyers and get more money. And this becomes a cycle for him. And he gets richer, whereas the individual who wants his house now and not another 5 years later or 7 years later is penalized for no fault of his. So this needs to be capped somehow. I think it's time that we take this forward at some way.
Mr. Ashok Kaul, so I said Sector 47. First of all, let me correct myself. It is in Sector 46. Am I right?
Yeah,
it is in Sector 46. A very, very good sector. I mean, I think you guys took a good decision in terms of the location. It's one of the best locations with great social infrastructure of Noida. So it must hurt even more the fact that you're not able to get your flats in time. What has we've got the developer response, but what has your experience been interacting with the customer service team or the sales team of Gardenia?
Absolutely bad. Absolutely bad. In fact, during the last few months, we have been trying to have meetings with the builder and his team. And whenever we go to him, firstly, he is not available. We were forced to start small agitation in his office one fine day. Then only he accepted to be available in certain meetings. Thereafter, even in the meetings, whatever MOM is made, he never signs that MOM. So there is no fun of those meetings, taking on the record. Thirdly, whatever promises the builder does in those meetings, every time he says the project will be completed in the next 3 months. As a layman, any person will find suiting to his liking, yeah, the project will be available in next 3 months. But from the technical point of view, from the perspective of a civil engineer, the project is yet to take another 2 years before it gets completed. That means
okay, so you're saying that it's not possible for him to meet the commitment that he gives. All right, have you, Pankaj Rai, decided to take any action? I mean, just these protests, as we know, really don't bring you anything. Of course, as media, we highlight them, we bring stories, and I'm hoping that this serves as a big cautionary note to all our viewers that please be very careful before you go and book a Gardenia project. But you need to do more than that. Is there anything else you've considered, Pankaj?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, I am very thankful to NDTV. Actually, you know, actually we have done some agitation in front of the site, but the purpose of that agitation to bring in people, because as an individual we can't do the things with these builders, because you know.
But have you taken any legal actions?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Now, I think the bigger problem, Siddharth Yadav, is that I keep telling, what is it that's stopping consumers and buyers in India to take legal steps? Is it simply because our legal system is so lax and they just feel that they'll spend a lot of money, go knocking to the door of the courts and they will not get any respite? But what else can they do?
Twofold answer. First, what else can they do? They've tried everything. Their solution will not be there. Signing an MOM or going to agitating will not get them the flat. They have to sooner or later go to the courts. Second, it's not really that the legal system is lax. Nowadays, courts are very proactive. Third, you're saying it's become expensive. Therefore, now the Consumer Protection Act provides for it. You can go to the CCI, the Competition Commission of India. That will provide a platform. These are all not so expensive propositions. And sooner or later, I don't see gentlemen here or similarly placed viewers who are sitting and suffering all over the country with such builders any other option. They can keep going back to the builder. I don't see the builder bending to them. He will insist to take the 10% balance, give them an occupation certificate without. I have had instances where there is no sewer connection, no water connection, no electricity connection, but still the flat is being, occupation certificate is available, flat is being handed over, and the balance money is being demanded. And the gentleman, the builder is running the entire project on generators and getting water tanks. Now, because of that, the maintenance cost goes up. That's when they will realize the bigger problem when they move into the project. So this is never ending. Someday or the other, they have to get proactive. I'm not saying everybody run to the court.
So within the court system, what should they be doing? They should be filing a criminal case. I'm sure that's one of the options out, because civil cases take forever.
Like I said, court, till now we have not tested that, but time has come in this country because it's simple case of contract. Two people have entered into a contract. One has cheated the other. Why should there not be tried for cheating, for fraud?
Okay.
And second, because that will really be a threat on the builder or the directors of the company to not go down that path, because they risk their liberty. Second, that they have to go to the consumer court. Now, form an association, get together, and even don't register it. There is provision, sufficient provision, because there is maybe somebody who may be an investor sitting in another city, he may not be able to join it and register the organization. To form an association, there is provision under the Consumer Protection Act, and file a claim, straight come to the National Commission.
Okay.
You don't even have to go to the entire rigmarole of the
NCR, National Commission is a great option for you.
Absolutely.
That is something that we discussed in the last show as well. Gentlemen, thank you very much, Siddharth Yadav, Pankaj Rai and Ashok Kaul and Pankaj Rai, for taking this step to come to the studio and highlighting this issue, because it's important for people to hear your story and be beware of such developers who are not honoring their promises. Thanks again.